pitch is just moments away on your home of the world champion LA Dodgers. The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
National League West Division champion.
10,000 hours.
There's still more steps to take.
Get to stepping.
So go ahead and give us the flowers.
Just getting started.
Gotta know by now it's way more than luck.
This team has continued to pour resources into the roster.
All eyes on us.
Welcome to world champion LA Dodgers baseball.
Always remember what it felt like to be part of the best damn baseball team in the world.
Zoom in, zoom out, zoom up.
They wear the crown.
All eyes on us.
Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Budweiser.
This Bud's for you.
Galpin Motors.
Family owned and operated since 1946.
LA County Public Works.
Recycling beverage containers is a triple play.
Children's Hospital LA.
From colds to cancer, we got this.
Coffee Hot Dogs.
A SoCal treasure. Local. Original. Great.
And by Daniel's Jewelers.
Making diamond dreams come true since 1948.
Stick around because first pitch is next. Right here on the world champion LA Dodgers audio network. Play ball!
Springtime in Southern California means warm weather and the return of baseball. Hi, it's Tim Cates. As the boys in blue look to run it back for another World Series championship, springtime's also a great time to make sure your car or truck are working in championship condition and running at peak performance. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute oil change. No appointment needed. Locations throughout Southern California. Find the one nearest you at SoCalOilChange.com. Have 15 minutes? Need an oil change? Make it a Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
At the crack of a bat, crack open a Bud. Budweiser is the official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. There's no better way to celebrate a home run than an ice-cold Bud. Stock up the fridge because it's time to play ball. Baseball fans, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Hope. It's more than a word. It's a breakthrough in the making. At City of Hope, we're pushing the boundaries of science, targeting cancer at the molecular level, with teams of experts working together to personalize a treatment plan right down to your DNA with unprecedented speed, making every second count, with appointments in as little as 24 hours. City of Hope, advancing cancer care at life-saving speed. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
Deep left field, way back and gone, two-run home run.
Join us for a vibrant Korean Heritage Night celebration at Dodger Stadium. Come out Wednesday, April 16th versus the Rockies, celebrating Korean culture and traditions.
Please welcome 2025 National Baseball Hall of Famer, number 51, Ichiro Suzuki. Wow. Great pitch, Ichiro.
And the boys in blue have all the bases covered, just like Hoffy with their top-quality beef franks, bacon-wrapped hot dogs, and natural casing beef frankfurter.
You can always trust the boys in blue to deliver their best, just as Angelinos have trusted Hoffy to deliver great taste and quality for nearly 100 years. Get ready for the next game by picking up your favorite Hoffy product from your local grocery store.
Hoffy, local, and so great.
Welcome back to Talking Snack Radio. Big news, Bob.
Let's hear it.
When the Dodgers steal a base, fans get a free AM/PM hot dog and 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola with the AM/PM app.
That's right, Mike. This is a real game changer.
More like a life changer.
Hey-o.
This is the MVP of promos.
Better start carrying my mustard bottle around.
Slide into free snacks with the official convenience store of the Dodgers. AM/PM. Too much good stuff.
Austin Wells is the first Yankee catcher to hit leadoff in a lineup in their franchise history. That is ripped into right, back at the wall. See ya! Home run! What a start! Yankees.
2-1.
Make the catch. It'll one off the wall. Dansby scores. Amaya to second. Cubs lead 1-0 here in the second. It's just keep on coming for Miguel Amaya. Big knock.
Well, tries to beat him with a fastball upstairs. It's a real nice, powerful swing. Head rate on it. Gets good extension.
Carson Kelly's had himself quite a night.
Walk, homer, 2 RBI single, and now this 2-base hit.
Carson Kelly, this is his last chance, you would think, not getting a cycle.
Center field, going back, Bleday. It's off the wall. Racing towards second. Go! Here we go! And he's in! Oh, my! We got a cycle!
First cycle since Mark Grace.
Here's Dave. Umpires have the lineup cards, and here's Dave Roberts' starting lineup. Again, Shohei Ohtani leading it off. He's the designated hitter. Mookie Betts is at shortstop. Tommy Edman at second base. In right field is Teoscar Hernandez. He'll back cleanup. Michael Conforto is in left field. Doing the catching, Will Smith. Max Muncy is at third base. At first, Chūkei Hernandez with another start. Andy Pages will bat ninth, and he will be in center field. And for Knack, his first start, he's made one relief appearance, picked up the victory in those 2 innings this year. A season ago, 12 starts plus 4 relief appearances, a record of 4-5. One of the areas for Knack last year, he gave up 14 home runs, so hopefully able to keep the ball in the ballpark much better. The umpiring assignments, Chris Guccione working the plate. He's the crew chief. At first base is David Rackley. Edwin Moscoso is at second base, and Tom Hanahan is umpiring over at third. This is a getaway day for the Dodgers. They'll head back to L.A. right after the completion of today's game. Tomorrow an off day, and then the Chicago Cubs into Dodger Stadium on Friday night at 7:10. We'll join you Friday at 6 o'clock with the Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck. But this is the ball game. Dodgers want to have a happy flight going back to L.A. Final game of the road trip, Dodgers and Nationals, and with a play, here's Tim.
Thank you very much, Mo. Shohei Ohtani getting ready to step in against Jake Irvin. Dodgers, the traveling road Grays. Dodgers across the chest, red numeral in the front. And the Nationals in their home whites today with the red caps, red numerals. First pitch inside ball one. At 4:05 Eastern Time, 54 degrees the game time temperature, brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Ohtani rips one into right field, base hit, and Shohei Ohtani extends his major league best on-base streak to 29 straight games. That goes back to September 14th of last season. So Ohtani, the leadoff man aboard, his 13th hit of the season. Came in with a 300 average, so he's gone a little bit above that. Now Mookie Betts hitting 316. Right-handed batter against the right-hander Irvin. Ohtani leads at first. Irvin's pitch, and it's outside ball one. Second pitch of the ball game, deposited into right field for a hit for Shohei Ohtani. His first game here, he had 3 hits, went single, home run, triple, missed the cycle by a double. He also walked in that game. Now Betts a weak swing. He misses, and the count 1-1. Mookie 3 home runs, 8 runs batted in. Came out halfway through the game yesterday after the Dodgers got down 8-0. He was the first regular to come out of the ball game. Next pitch by Irvin is a breaking ball low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Glad you're with us. It's a great afternoon here. Not a cloud to be seen anywhere. Much different than game 1 2 days ago. It was overcast and cold. Pretty pleasant 54 here last night in the low 40s. Quick turn and a throw to first base, and Ohtani dives back safely. No wind to speak of at all. We look out at the flagpoles in left center field. Right by the center field gate where the fans come in down Half Street by the Metro station and the Navy Yard. And the flags are not moving at all. 2-1. That's fouled off to the right now to play. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Mookie Betts.
Well, Irvin is not one of those guys that's going to throw at 100 miles an hour. He's right around 92, 93 to open up the ball game. He added the slider this year. We mentioned in the pregame show the fastball this year has been hit at a 600 clip. Throws a lot of curveballs.
2-2 to Betts out of the stretch. And it's outside. Full count, 3-2.
Another thing that Irvin does, we mentioned he added that slider, the changeup. Well, it was Ohtani who hit the changeup for the base hit to start off the ball game.
And he'll throw the changeup every now and then. Throws one outside here, and that is ball 4. So the Dodgers have set up shop, first and second, and nobody out. Dave Roberts telling us in the dugout prior to the game today that this is going to be a different effort today. He has not been happy with things that have gone on the last 2 nights. This is coupled with a loss in Philadelphia on the final day against the Phillies. Dodgers losing 2 of 3 against Philadelphia on this trip. So now it's Tommy Edman, switch hitter, batting left. And Tommy takes low ball 1, a curveball.
Well, one change that they need to make is put the ball into play. 15 strikeouts last night. In fact, in the 5 games played on this road trip, Dodgers have struck out 50 times.
That's a lot. They were not happy 15 last night. And a 1-0 is swung on, hit on the ground, past a diving first baseman low, and it's going to go to the right field corner. Here comes Ohtani around third. He'll score. Betts is going to get waved around. The relay throw is late. Betts will score standing up, and in with a triple is Tommy Edman, and the Dodgers jump out to a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, the Dodgers have really been lacking with hits with runners in scoring position on this trip as well. Just hitting 182, but for Tommy Edman, first opportunity to knock in runs today. Quickly, the Dodgers out in front.
Edman with an extra base hit gets 2 runs in. When the Dodgers score first, their record's 3-1 so far in the early part of the season. And now Teoscar Hernandez. He will take a ball up high and inside, a sinker.
Infield halfway, not all the way in tightly, not on the edge of the grass, but they're in rather tight.
Just an update on the scoring. Down in the blind right field corner. Apparently Alex Call had bobbled the ball. That's what took the relay so long to get in. So Edman will get credit for a double, and they'll charge an error to Alex Call, the right fielder. And Teoscar takes a little low with a sinker. 2 balls, 1 strike to Teoscar Hernandez. So a double for Edman. That'll be his first 2-base hit of the season. In the infield halfway, and the pitch on the inside edge for a called strike. 2-2. There's just one little area from where we sit, high above home plate here, that we can't see, and that's just a little bit in foul territory in the right field corner, and that's where the ball happened to go. Now Teoscar fouls one off to the right side. That's out of play.
From my view, it's the last 15 feet down the line. From your view, it's probably the last 20 feet down the line.
I'm sitting to your right, and you're on the left. You can see the Capitol Rotunda. I cannot. Now Teoscar hits one deep to the left center field alley. That ball's going to get out of here. It's gone. First row home run for Teoscar Hernandez. A 2-run shot, and the Dodgers lead it 4-0.
4 batters up. 4 runners have scored. And for Daniels Jewelers, the proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond all season long, been your family jeweler since 1948. So visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon.
5th home run for Hernandez, his 15th RBI now. 14 and 15, getting Edman around to score. Base is clear, nobody out. Jake Irvin being victimized early by the Dodgers. Although Dave Roberts wasn't kidding when he said there'd be a different effort today. Right out of the gate. 4 runs without getting it out. And Michael Conforto fouls one over by the Dodger dugout on the third base side. 1 ball, 1 strike to Conforto.
Irvin had given up 3 home runs prior to today. And that is the first hit this year by a right-handed batter. All the others have been hit by lefties. Nary, go figure. Irvin's given up an average 440 to lefties, only 188 to right-handers.
Delivers a fastball. A check swing, and the ball may have hit the bat. A foul ball strike, and it's 1-2 to Michael Conforto. Conforto at 235, a pair of home runs. He's 6 for 27 on the season. Last night, a rough night. He struck out 3 times, was 0 for 4 with a walk. Next offer is a 4-seamer inside at 94. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Conforto. Last year with the Giants. Prior to that, a bunch of years with the Mets. And the Dodger left fielder takes high and away. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Conforto. Count is full. Will Smith on deck. Dodgers off to a big start here in the top of the first inning. Irvin kicks, fires, and strike 3 called. Outside corner, top of the strike zone with a 93-mile-an-hour heater. So Conforto goes down looking. That's the first out of the ballgame. Fans still pouring in here this late Wednesday afternoon in D.C. Going to get to their seats and say, what happened? 4-0 already. First pitch to Will Smith, missing outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to the Dodger catcher. 10 out of 26. That'll get you on a 400 average. And Smith isn't in Los Angeles. He's living over in Henderson, Nevada. Will looks out. Irvin delivers, and the swing and the foul back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hometown, a lot further away than Henderson. It's Louisville, Kentucky. Stretch by Irvin. His pitch. That's up high. Irvin out of Bloomington, Minnesota. Went to the University of Oklahoma. 28-year-old right-hander. Last year voted in the organization as having the pitcher with the best control. 2-2. Swung on, fouled off to the right by Smith. He has made 4 prior starts against the Dodgers. This is his 5th career start. And he is 1-2 against the Dodgers with a 4.57 ERA. Now the stretch kick and the pitch. And Will check swing foul over the Nationals dugout into the seats. Still 2-2. Nats have taken the first 2 games. And in the 20-year history of the Nationals, since they moved here from Montreal, they have only swept the Dodgers once, and that was back in 2008. Pitch inside to Smith. Full count, 3-2.
A lot of pitches being thrown by Irvin here in the opening inning.
He's up to 29. This will be his 30th already, and he's only recorded 1 out. Pitch to Will, fouled away. He'll get another. Well, last night was supposed to be a bullpen game, but if things keep up this way, today will end up being one as well, but unintentionally. Landon Knack ready to go for the Dodgers in the bottom of the inning. And Dave Roberts telling us earlier that this will be a standard start for him. And they hope that he can eat up some innings today. Well, he's got a 4-0 lead before he's thrown a pitch. 3-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. It is twisting foul, and that'll make the seats. A lot of afternoon baseball today on a getaway day here in April. 1 final in already. The Pirates walked off the Cardinals 2-1. Joey Bart with the walk-off hit with the bases loaded. St. Louis 2-1. Will Smith strikes out on a fastball. Foul tipped it into the glove of the catcher, Keibert Ruiz. 2 straight strikeouts now for Jake Irvin. Remember last year, 33 starts for Irvin. He was durable, stayed healthy. Max Muncy standing in from the left side. 2 outs, a 4-0 lead, a home run by Teoscar Hernandez, and a double by Tommy Edman. Shohei Ohtani with a base hit also. Mookie Betts walked. 1-0 the count to the left-handed hitting Muncy. And he will look at a strike over the outside corner. Curveball. Marlins and Mets are final in New York too, with Miami beating New York 5-0. The Marlins shutting out the Mets at Citi Field. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now 2-1 to Muncy. Irvin looking in, stretching, and he fires one home, and Muncy takes low. Yankees beat Detroit in Detroit 4-3. Max Fried got a win. He's now 2-0. Number of other games in progress as we are here as well with 2 outs in the top of the first. Muncy hits a ground ball to second. Couple of steps to his left. Luis Garcia Jr. He's up with it, throws on to first. And the Dodgers are done in the top of the first, but they strike for 4 runs on 3 hits, including a home run by Teoscar Hernandez. After a half inning in D.C., it's the Dodgers 4 and the Nationals coming to bat.
Yamava Resort and Casino.
Austin Wells is the first Yankee catcher to hit leadoff in a lineup in their franchise history. That is ripped into right, back at the wall. See ya! Home run! What a start! Yankees on top 1-0.
A 2-0 pitch that's up middle of the plate, and you're going to see him get on top of this ball and then get it in the air. And this is Yankee Stadium. It's short out there. That might be a double in most ballparks, but it's a home run here.
Goldschmidt swings at the first pitch and lofts it to left center field and deep. Track, wall, see ya! There's a leadoff hitter, 1-0 Yanks. Bellinger lofts one deep to right center. There it goes into the bleachers. See ya! Back to back. That one's driven deep to left field. There it goes. See ya! Back to back to back. 3-0 Yankees.
To mourn the loss of an athletics legend and one of the greatest players in Major League Baseball history, Rickey Henderson. Today we honor his memory with his number 24 on our backs, all season long with his number 24 on our sleeves, and forever his legacy in our hearts. Now please join us in a 24-second moment of silence for the late great Rickey Henderson.
Hospital Los Angeles, groundbreaking research meets world-class expertise and treatment. Heroes News and World Report once again has named CHLA the #1 hospital in California. Learn more today at chla.org. Landon Knack getting ready to make his second appearance of the season. Right-hander into the wide, and his pitch to C.J. Abrams is in for a strike. Last time Knack started against Abrams, it was his Major League debut, and on the second pitch, Abrams took him deep. This is the second pitch, and it's inside for a ball. Dodgers out to a 4-0 lead early, and Landon Knack with a 1-0 record. Last pitched against El Paso on the 3rd of April in the Pacific Coast League. Strike in there to the left-handed hitting Abrams. Abrams has not played in this series. He had a right thigh contusion. Yesterday we watched him take ground balls in the afternoon, preparing for today's start. And he winds the bat back and waits. Knack rocks and fires one home. It's low. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Abrams. Starts the day hitting .257, 3 home runs, 6 runs batted in, a couple of doubles. He's 9 for 35. 2-2 from Landon Knack. And this ball popped up foul, and back of the plate and out of play.
Abrams, he's healthy enough to be in there, and if he gets on base, you figure, well, that thigh's not going to be that big of an issue. And I mention that because Dave Martinez, the manager of the Nationals, has been very active in sending a lot of the runners once they've gotten on base in this series.
2-2 pitches up high, 3-2. And we thought that would be the case heading into Game 1, and that certainly proved to be the case. The running Nationals. And Knack's 3-2 to Abrams. Swung on and hammered down the right field line. This ball is deep, and C.J. Abrams has hit another home run off Landon Knack. This one into the deck above the Nationals bullpen down the right field line. His 4th homer of the year, and C.J. Abrams gets Washington on the board. It is 4-1.
Well, Knack was not able to finish him off very quickly. Knack was out in front, 1 ball and 2 strikes. But then moved the count 3-2, and then Abrams just put the boom on him.
379 feet, 103 off the bat on a fastball. It's a leadoff home run for him. He's had a few of those. In fact, there have been a couple of other players. I think the last one was Lyon Richardson of Cincinnati, who made his major league debut, and he clipped him for a home or two. Again, he got Knack last year, and he's got him again here this year. James Wood, he's been another tough customer. Batting in the 2-hole today. 2 home runs last night. And he had a home run the night before. That home run the night before was in the 7th inning, and that sort of settled things in a 6-4 ball game that Washington would go on and win. It's a 2-1 count to James Wood. Last night, his 2nd career multi-home run game. Left-handed batter takes a pitch inside, a curveball. 3-1 to Wood. Infield shifted around a little bit to the right. Outfield the other way. Pitch to Wood is up high, and he's walked him. So a home run and a walk to start the afternoon for Landon Knack. And Knack activated today. Justin Robleski sent back to Oklahoma City. After Robleski got roughed up for 8 runs last night, gave up a few homers. It's sort of been the problem with him when he gets to the big league level. He averages 2.2 home runs per 9 innings, does Justin Robleski. That means 2.2 home runs per 9 innings allowed. And now Knack delivering to another left-handed hitter, switch hitter, Keibert Ruiz, the catcher, former Dodger prospect. And he starts him off with a fastball down the middle for a strike. Thinking 1 to Ruiz. Nobody out, runner at first. 1 run is in for Washington. Stretch, and Knack deals. And the pitch low.
Well, this road trip, Dodgers have had difficulty with the hitting. They've had some difficulty with the defense, and they've had some difficulty with the pitching too. In a 3-game losing streak now, Dodgers have given up 22 runs and ERA 7.5.
Not the way they drew it up.
Nope.
Pitch outside. And it's now 2-1 to Ruiz. Ricky Betts playing him up the middle, slightly to the left of second base. And Max Muncy lined up at the shortstop position. Andy Pages in center field, a step or two toward right center. Kike Hernandez holding the runner. Now they stretch the kick, the pitch. It's in the dirt, kicks away to the right of Will Smith.
Well, counting this inning, which is not over. Look at the Dodgers now. 21 earned runs in the last 25 innings. Actually, the last 24 plus innings.
3 balls, 1 strike to Ruiz. Target set on the outer half by Smith. Pitch swung on, and that is pulled inside. So he missed his spot, threw it inside instead of out. And Ruiz turned around on it, but pulled it wide of first. Ruiz out of Valencia, Venezuela. Made his big league debut with the Dodgers. His first big league hit was a home run against the Angels in Anaheim. 3-2 the count, stretched by Knack. He delivers home, and it's fouled at the plate. So when Knack goes into his stretch, it's kind of pigeon-toed. He'll take that left front foot, and he points the toe toward the pitching rubber. He also leans backward a little bit, like he's beginning to do the limbo. He's got a unique setup where he's constantly leaning backwards toward first. Light blue leather glove, and he looks in and has the sign via PitchCom. Outside target set. 3-2 pitch to Ruiz. is swung on and looped into shallow left over the head of Muncy. That's down for a base hit. A little opposite field bloop for Keibert Ruiz. And the Nationals have runners at first and second and nobody out.
And here comes Mark Pryor, the pitching coach, coming out and talking very quickly to Knack. At this rate, pull up a comfortable chair because it appears we're going to be here for a considerable period of time.
This mound visit is brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice. Any stories you want to tell?
Well, there's quite a few, but hopefully we don't have to get to those.
We'll get into some of the night.
I will bring up one thing, and we talk about umpires a lot when we have a time. The conference is still taking place. Tom Hanahan was working the plate last night. We talked about umpires. You know, Hanahan scored 97% last night, so we continue to see most of the umpires. Unfortunately, it's the umpires that work games the Dodgers have played in.
Hanahan's
They've really been on the money.
Yeah. So it's been pretty much, what, the last three games, 95%, 95, and then 97?
Hanahan was 97%. Escoso the night before was at 95%. Under Wendelseth the night before that was at 97% or 98%.
Left-handed hitting first baseman Nathaniel Lowe represents the tying run. Dodgers leading 4-1, bottom of the first. Pitch down low.
Well, we did see a couple of umpires over the weekend. They were in the 70% was all. None of those were Dodger games.
Those players were hoping that the ABS system would come back that they used in spring training.
In a couple of those games, they've been wearing out the helmets, tapping the helmets on the bat, wanting reviews.
1-0 pitch. That is a strike, a changeup up high in the zone. 1-1 to Lowe. Lowe hitting .256 for the Nats. 3 homers and 9 runs batted in. Runner at second is Wood. Keibert Ruiz is at first. The pitch. Swung on, fouled in and out of the glove of Will Smith for strike 2.
Start the game, the Dodgers got 4 consecutive batters on base, including number 4, Teoscar Hernandez, a home run. And the Nationals trying to do exactly the same thing, although their home run was a leadoff, then the walk, then the single, and Lowe trying to become the 4th consecutive National to get on base.
Ball and 2 strikes, pitch outside, 2-2. The Nationals, a young team, and they hope to surprise some folks in the National League Eastern Division. They've got some pretty good young players. One of them's at second base to keep an eye on, James Wood. 2-2 to Lowe, way up high, and it's 3-2. And Knack just not starting out the day the way that he had hoped.
No, although, Tim, you look at it, he's gotten ahead of most of the hitters early in the count.
And then fills the count up.
Yeah. This is the 3rd full count already.
And this is the 4th batter. And he deals low. Ball 4. He's loaded the bases. The tying run is at first. Second walk for Landon Knack.
Well, I don't think Dave Roberts is going to stay in this mode for very long. And if Knack can't throw strikes and do it in a hurry, I would imagine that bullpen is going to crank up.
Well, somebody's already stripped a jacket off out there. Looks like left-hander Jack Dreyer. He is starting to stretch. So movement in the Dodger bullpen here in the first inning. And the batter is Josh Bell, the switch-hitting designated hitter, and he takes a strike, a curveball.
The post-game last night, Dave Roberts, he didn't hide it. He was not the least pleased.
Middle infield playing for 2. Still nobody out. The base is loaded. Swing and a foul away to the left. Strike 2. The Dodgers will concede the run here. Play for 2. 4-1 they lead. And we're in the first inning. Time called at the plate by Bell. Plate umpire and crew chief Chris Guccione giving him the time.
Bell has not hit for a high average in his career with bases loaded, but he does have 2 career grand slams.
And here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that was just a non-competitive pitch. That missed by 2 feet. Bell, runners in scoring position, or bases loaded. Career just 194, but 2 big blasts.
This will be pitch number 29 of the inning.
And looking for his first out.
Right. Stretching the 1-2. And Bell lets it go just off the plate outside, a changeup. Knack thought that was his best pitch right there. He thought he had a chance to get a swing and a miss, but he did not. 2-2. Bell out of Irving, Texas. Kind of a journeyman player the last few years. Swings and ropes it down the right field line, but it's foul. This is his second tour of duty with the Nationals. He was traded away to the Padres from here. And eventually, circuitously worked his way back. Started with the Pirates. Now another stretch and a 2-2 pitch. Swing, a little tapper right side of the mound. It'll be fielded by Knack. He tosses to first to get the only out available. Kike Hernandez catches it. Well, Bell grounds out 1-3, but drives in a run, and it's a 4-2 ball game as James Wood came in from third to score. Ruiz goes down to third and Lowe over to second base, and Luis Garcia Jr., the second baseman, will come up. 1 out and 2 men in scoring position. Muncy even with the bag a little off the line at third as another left-handed hitter comes to the plate. They have sent a parade of lefties up there so far in the game. Pitch. Garcia takes a strike, a curveball outside corner. Keibert Ruiz off of third base and Nathaniel Lowe off of second. Big lead at third for Ruiz. The pitch. And it's inside for a ball. 1-1. Well, at least we've got a nice day for it, Mo. The cherry blossoms down the left field line are in full bloom.
Oh, just lovely.
Here's a 1-1 and a swing and a foul back.
The way this is starting off, this is a perfectly good way to mess up a day.
It's not like it's a travel day or anything. Oh, wait, it is. For both teams. The Nationals go to Miami right after this. And a 1-2. Swung on, hit in the air to center field. Andy Pages lines it up. He'll make the catch. Ruiz tags from third. He'll score. 2 outs. A sacrifice fly by Garcia, and all of a sudden it's 4-3.
And Knack has not been able to find too many corners of the plate. He has thrown a lot of pitches. Well, a lot of pitches to begin with, and a lot of pitches on the big part of the plate.
Right fielder Alex Call with Lowe at second base. Lowe was unable to move up. Call, the first right-handed batter to face Landon Knack this afternoon. Call from River Falls, Wisconsin. He's had a good series. Defensively in game 1, he was outstanding. He robbed Max Muncy of a hit in right field with a full extension catch that was absolutely terrific. 444 hitter, 8 for 18. 1 ball, no strike pitch from Landon Knack to Alex Call. Over the plate for a strike with a fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Knack with his right arm hanging by his side, looks in, listens for the sign. He's got it. Now comes set from the stretch, first base side of the rubber. Pitch on the way, and that's about knee high, but a little outside.
Isn't that strange? Listens for the signs instead of, we used to say, looks for the signs.
Well, that's how we've evolved, right? With PitchCom. Just tell me what you want me to throw. Here's a 2-1. That's outside, 3-1. Some pitchers will Velcro the PitchCom unit to the glove. Some will do it on the belt. Some will call part of their own game. Some will call all of their own game. And I think we saw recently in Philadelphia someone not using it at all. And now when you see somebody giving the signs with their fingers, it's more of a surprise than anything else. 3-1 and missing outside for ball 4. Third walk of the inning for Landon Knack.
And that's not going to keep you around very long. Plate 17 inches wide is 60 feet 6 inches from the mound. The pitcher slant to home plate. It doesn't matter if that's A ball, double A, triple A, or the big leagues.
Dreyer had his jacket off, was stretching, but he's not been throwing. But now he's moving around again. 40 pitches for Landon Knack and only 19 strikes, 21 balls. Pitch is hit on the ground in one hand. Backhand stab by Betts. Long throw to first. He's got him. What a play by Mookie. That was a shot to short to the right side of Mookie Betts. Had to reach across and make the stab on one.
Gets into this one, a long drive deep to right. That baby's gone. Home run, and the Rays win it 3-2. Cameron Meisner jumped on the first pitch, his first career home run. Meisner has ended this one in dramatic fashion. First pitch, bottom of the ninth, a walk-off home run. The pride of Poplar Bluff, Missouri. Cameron Meisner.
I went to college at Northeastern University, and all my friends were Red Sox fans. And while in my 3 years there, I really grew to appreciate Red Sox Nation and everything that they bring to the table. And once I got my head wrapped around the trade, I was really, really excited. I think they have one of the most iconic logos, these two socks right here on the sleeve. I love keeping it simple, really fond of the font, and I think it's a really cool look.
Motors broadcast booth on your official home of Los Angeles Dodgers baseball.
Top of the second inning, 4-3 Dodgers with the lead. Kike Hernandez leads off, Andy Pages to follow, and then Shohei Ohtani. And Kike takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Next pitch to him from Jake Irvin, misses high. 1 ball, 1 strike. 4-3. Outs were hard to come by for both teams in the first inning. And the pitch now to Kike. Right-handed batter takes a strike, and it's 1-2. Interesting on Kike. 4 hits, all 4 home runs. He doesn't have a single, double, triple, or anything. He's got 4 hits on the season. All of them have left the yard, including one he hit last night.
And the bottom line is the swings may be a little bit too long.
Here's a 1-2 pitch. He swings, fouls it back. Top of the second inning is brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you. 1-2 to Kike. Stretch by Irvin. Now he sends one home, and Kike hits a drive deep to left center, but it's going to hang up. And the center fielder, Dylan Cruz, gets underneath it. He'll make the catch, and that'll be out number 1.
Back-to-back, doubled up on the curveballs after going 1-1 in that count.
Well, a tough inning for Landon Knack. 41 pitches, and Paul DeYoung hit the ground ball sharply to Mookie Betts on that first pitch, and Mookie made a great play on him to finally get out of that inning. Otherwise, that would have been even worse. Andy Pages takes strike 1, sinker at the knees.
Well, a lot of pitches, 41, and to compound how difficult it was, less than half of the pitches were strikes.
0-1 on the way. That one missing outside by just a bit. Fastball at 93. 1 ball, 1 strike to Pages. Shadows creeping on the field from the third base side. You can see the light standards now between home and the mound. There's a ground ball to third. Little shuffle to his right as DeYoung. He fires over to first base. Makes the play, and Pages is out 5-3, 2 away, and Ohtani coming up.
Yeah, as those shadows come out also, it could be a little bit more problematic for hitters. You know, once that shadow gets about halfway between home plate and the mound, and even after it goes past the mound, because your view as a hitter at home plate in shadows, you're looking into the bright sunshine of the center field area.
Pitch to Ohtani, missing away. Shohei 1 for 1. Singled in the first, scored a run. He's been on base in 29 straight games now. Lays off an outside corner pitch for a strike. Fastball 93. 1 ball, 1 strike to Shohei.
The lights are on, but they have not taken effect at all yet.
1-1 pitch is high. 2-1. Ohtani was on cycle watch a couple of nights ago. Game 1 of this series. He went single, triple in home run. Couldn't get the double. Last Dodger to hit for the cycle, go back to 2017. Cody Bellinger. 3-1 pitch. Inside ball 4, and Ohtani takes the 2-out walk. By the way, they have taken an error off the board. Went back and made a scoring change on Tommy Edman. Edman initially thought it was a triple. They scored it a double in an error. Now they have changed it to a triple. So no error, and Edman will have his first triple of the season. Mookie Betts with 2 outs and a man on. He swings, hits a hot shot down to short, picked up by Abrams. A rainbow toss over to second base, and covering is Garcia to get the force out that retires the side. No runs, no hits, 1 left. And at the end of an inning and a half, it's the Dodgers 4, Nationals.
That one's driven deep to left field. There it goes. See ya. 3-0 Yankees. High fly ball, left field. Curio back, track, wall. See ya. A grand slam for Aaron Judge. And the Yankees are pouring it on. High fly ball, center field. See ya. 3 home runs for Aaron Judge. They've done it again.
Here's Betts hitting a fly ball to left center field. Green to the track, to the wall. Gone! Got just enough! And here in the 8th, the Dodgers have just enough. Goes one left field and turns out the lights. He rings the bell with a 3-run walk-off home run. Gold, that blue heaven on earth.
Max Muncy in the air. Max Muncy traveling back towards the wall. See you later. How about your first big league hit as a homer? 6-0 A's, and Max Muncy, we got to get you that ball back.
Atta boy. Well, Max Muncy, Jenny, he's been hungry for that first one.
Not one person made eye contact. Now they're going to come for him.
Dodgers Audio Network.
Second inning, Dodgers 4 and the Nationals 3. Dylan Cruz, the center fielder, will lead off. And back to the top of the order, C.J. Abrams and James Wood to face Landon Mack. Mack into the line, the right-hander kicks, delivers, and that is over the plate for a strike. 0-1 to Dylan Cruz, a 139 hitter, 5 for 36 on the young season. Next pitch by Knack, swung on, hit in the air down the right field line. Teoscar gives it a look, so does Kike Hernandez, the first baseman, but that's up in the seats. 4 strike 2. Work hard and play hard in a new Tacoma with an I-Force turbocharged engine. It's a truck built for the bold. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. 2 strikes on Dylan Cruz. And for Knack, it'd be good to get a quick out here. So he steps back, kicks, fires, and gets the strikeout on a changeup. 3-pitch strikeout. Strikeout number 1 for Knack, and there's 1 away for Washington in the bottom of the second.
I think that changeup right there is the result of a conference with pitching coach Mark Pryor during the half inning.
Probably told him don't go out and throw 41 pitches again. That'd be some good coaching right there.
Well, he wouldn't be allowed to go out and throw 41 pitches the next inning.
He would be out well before that. Ball 1 to C.J. Abrams. Next pitch fired in for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, there's a pitcher in Major League Baseball today that had a no-hitter going. 88 pitches into the game was taken out.
It was Eric Fetty, I believe, wasn't it? Yeah. From Las Vegas. That's just tough. He used to pitch here, D.C. There's a little roller foul off the front foot. It goes in fair territory, but it hit his foot first, so that'll be a foul ball. Rangers and Cubs have gone final, by the way, at Wrigley Field. Texas wins at 6-2. Maile over Imanaga. Cubs now 9-6, and they are headed for Dodger Stadium. Abrams pops it up, shallow left center. Mookie Betts calling for it. Coming in is Michael Conforto. He calls him off and makes the catch. 2 down.
You're talking about the first place Chicago Cubs leading the Central Division. It started today a game and a half in front of Milwaukee. And 2.5 in front of St. Louis as action started today.
2 down. James Wood is the hitter. Left-handed batter looks out at Knack. Knack sends one home, and it's a foul tip into the mitt of Will Smith for strike 1. Padres are in Sacramento taking on the Athletics. 2-1 San Diego. They are midway through the 5th. Now going to the bottom of the 5th inning there. Jacob Wilson, the shortstop, son of former big league shortstop Jack Wilson, continues to hit. He's already 1 for 1 this afternoon. He has been absolutely terrific with the bat. Meteoric rise through the minor leagues. Made his first opening day roster this year, and he's put in ink every day in the lineup. Padres 9-3. in the National League West. Diamondbacks in action too, leading the Orioles 2-0 in Phoenix, bottom of the 4th inning. Swing and a miss, strike 3. James Wood is out on strikes, and Landon Knack gets the inning that he needed. 1-2-3 with 2 punch-outs. We go to the 3rd in D.C. It's the Dodgers 4, Nationals 3.
Max Muncy in the air. Max Muncy traveling back towards the wall. See you later. How about your first big league hit as a homer? 6-0 A's, and Max Muncy, we got to get you that ball back.
Atta boy. Well, Max Muncy, Jenny, he's been hungry for that first one.
Not one person made eye contact. Now they're going to come for him.
Here's Betts hitting a fly ball to left center field. Green to the track, to the wall. Gone! Got just enough! And here in the 8th, the Dodgers have just enough. Goes one left field and turns out the lights. He rings the bell with a 3-run walk-off home run. Gold and blue heaven on earth.
Tommy Edman will lead things off in the 3rd inning for the Dodgers. 4-3. Dodgers with the lead. 4 runs in the 1st. Nationals countered with 3 of their own in the bottom of the inning. Edman with a triple, 1 for 1 today. Teoscar Hernandez and Michael Conforto do up against Jake Irvin, the right-hander. Irvin kicks, delivers. And Tommy hits one into right field. That's going to drop for a hit. Now Edman with a single to lead off the Dodger 3rd.
Well, you and I had a chance to grab a quick bite to eat with Bill Plunkett, the sports writer, the Orange County Register that travels the ball club. He put a different twist to the first inning today. The first inning, Dodgers against the Nationals. There were a total of 15 batters, 78 pitches, 7 runs, 5 hits, 4 walks. It took 33 minutes. And a partridge in a pear tree.
Yep. And now Teoscar takes a strike. Well, you can always count on Bill and other people, too, to just add up the numbers. They keep track of everything in this game. 33 minutes for the first inning, though. 0-1 pitch. Outside and low. Tried a sinker, and it did not connect.
Well, we got good news earlier today. It's Dave Roberts saying that Freddie Freeman, who's been taking batting practice live and running the bases at Dodger Stadium, he will be back and raring to go Friday night.
1-1 pitch in for a strike. So with Freeman back in L.A. working out at Dodger Stadium, they arranged live BP for him, which means they brought over some pitchers from Rancho Cucamonga and the Quakes, and they had live arms throwing to him, and he was running the bases and taking ground balls and doing all the things you do in a rehab to get ready. But the folks here on the road trip got a chance to watch it. Now a broken bat roller foul. The bat stays in fair territory out by the hole between short and third, and the ball's in foul ground down the third base side. But as our own David Vassay pointed out to Dave Roberts, Big Brother's always watching, right? He said Dave was telling us today that they were getting video sent to them. There was a trainer with Freddie Freeman that stayed with him in Los Angeles, and they were filming everything, and the folks here were watching everything Freddie was doing, and they say he looks really good and he's ready to go. Throw to first base, and Edman dives back safely.
Yeah, speaking of watching everything, you can stream every out-of-market game live or on demand, plus stream MLB Network 24/7 the entire season. Restrictions, blackout do apply, so visit MLB.tv for more details.
There's a smooth one right there. There's a ground ball wide of first, foul ball.
And sometimes it just fits.
Not your first day. Speaking of adding up numbers, have you added up the days yet? Like what number game this would be for you?
No.
Have to think about it, huh? It's in the thousands, though. There's a little chopper to the left side of the infield. Third baseman DeYoung grabs it with a bare hand, throws to first, and gets it there just in time to retire Teoscar Hernandez. Edman advancing to second. One man out for the Dodgers in the third. Play by DeYoung to retire Teoscar Hernandez.
Yeah, I've never added to that. You know, counting postseason play, over 2,000 games played.
It's a lot of games, right?
Yeah, it's been a couple.
Here's Michael Conforto. Man in scoring position, 1 out. Irvin stretch, check the runner at second. Now he comes home inside ball 1. Through the cutter. You got to count your games in San Diego, too. Did a bunch down there for a while. Now 1-0. That's outside. You know, somebody's going to count them up. All you have to do is just bring it up and wait, and somebody will bring you a number.
Well, when they do, I hope they also include, 3 years of cable TV. What was it, the Z Channel or something like that in L.A.?
2-0 pitch is hit in the air to left center. Racing over Dylan Cruz. He'll call for it, make the catch. Edman back to second base. 2 men out in the top half of the third inning. Conforto is gone, and now Will Smith will come up. You might want to add the spring training games in, too. That'd be a lot of games.
Well, we have done a lot of those.
Yeah. Did them all this year.
Yep. Did them all last year.
And the pitch is inside to Will Smith. See a lot of players in those games, especially early. 1-0 to Smith with Edman creeping off of second base. Infield back, 2 out. And the pitch on the inside corner, curveball for a strike. What do we have, 55 players in the first game, or 57?
55.
55? It wasn't that long ago. It was only it's practically mid-February now.
55 players, 19 pitchers.
So I know you missed spring training. You still have your book.
Yes, I do.
You still have your scorebook with
February 20th. Cubs at Camelback Ranch, Glendale. It'll be Cubs at Dodger Stadium Friday night.
2-1 pitch is hit in the air to shallow left center, coming on Cruz. Sunglasses on, looks up into the bright blue sky, makes the catch, and the inning comes to an end. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. No Nationals errors at the end of 2.5. It's the Dodgers 4.
Two-away, Matt Shaw. Shaw looking for that first big league hit. 0 for 6, 3 Ks so far.
Hits off the glove of Dreyer, and Matt Shaw, that's his first big league hit, saved that baseball. You don't think so?
I don't know. That might be an E1.
Looking up on the scoreboard, there are no errors listed. There it is.
Congratulations on your first big league knock, Matt.
Save that ball for Matt Shaw.
Count is 0-2. Tied at 4 in the bottom of the 9th inning.
There's a swing and a line drive into the corner. Fair ball! A walk-off winner on opening day! Look at him come out of the dugout. It's the first walk-off in Marlins history on opening day, and it comes courtesy of Kyle Stowers. How about that?
Dodgers up 2-0, and the batter is Tommy Edman. That ball is crushed in the air to left field. Did he get under it, or did he get enough? He got enough! And it's Tommy Tanks with the first home run in Tokyo. Yeah, the first home run of the 25 campaign comes from 25. Well, that was a big-time swing for 2 strikes. Tommy Edman looking like a cleanup man up there.
Third inning in D.C. 4-3 Dodgers with the lead. And a Knack back to work. He'll face the switch-hitting catcher Keibert Ruiz. Left-handed hitting Nathaniel Lowe and the switch-hitting DH Josh Bell. First ball swinging is Ruiz. He rolls it slowly down to first. Chūkei picks it up, steps on the bag for the first out. Let's pause 10 seconds for our stations to identify themselves. This is the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Now Lowe, the first baseman, takes a little high ball 1. We'll see if things can't get a course correction here for Landon Knack. He had the 1-2-3 second. Now gets a 1 pitch out here in the third. And delivers inside to Lowe. Makes that ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Dodgers got 4 in the top of the first inning. A triple by Edman, a home run by Teoscar Hernandez. As a team, they almost hit for the cycle in the first. They just were missing the double. Mookie Betts walked. And Ohtani got a base hit. 3-0, and to pitch in for a strike.
Well, right now, right field is going to be an adventure on line drives that have any altitude at all, because right fielder's looking right into the sun.
And the other way, the left fielder Michael Conforto right in the middle of the shade. Here's the pitch, and that is inside ball 4. And that's going to be the 4th walk issued in the game for Landon Knack, and the 2nd one to Nathaniel Lowe. Top deck, along with the lights on the left side of the stadium, third base side, are now in shadows on the field. And from the pitcher's mound to the plates, all in shadow now. At the right side of the infield and right field and center field, all in the sun. Josh Bell, batting left-handed, takes ball 1, change up low. At AM/PM, when the Dodgers steal a base at home, you score a free hot dog and any 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola. Redeem your free feast in the AM/PM app. Let's play ball. AM/PM, too much good stuff. 1-0 count and a pitch. That's outside. Changeup missing. Seems to fade off the plate to the lefties. And it's 2-0 to Josh Bell. Bell was coming out of high school. He sent letters to all the teams saying, "Don't draft me." Didn't want to be drafted. He was headed to the University of Texas. Takes ball 3, inside and low, a slider.
Left-hander Jack Dreyer begins to throw in the Dodgers' pin.
There he goes. And a strike is called. But the Pirates drafted him. And they convinced him to sign. A lot of other teams stayed away from him. There's a shot into right field and a base hit. And Josh Bell goes down to first base. Stopping at second is Nathaniel Lowe. Tying run is in scoring position, and the go-ahead run's on base.
Well, that's one of the problems you run into when you start to fall behind consistently hitters. And hitters love the 3-1 count. Because they get 2 mistakes, you only get 1. And if you walked a lot of guys forward to this point by Landon Knack as a hitter, you know, I said, hey, he's going to have to throw a strike right here. And Bell feasted on it.
Luis Garcia Jr. sacrifice fly and a run batted in the first. Runners lead first and second, 1 out. Pitch from Knack. Low ball 1. He wants to keep it down here. Force play is in order. Probably get a ground ball over to second base or something. Time is called by Chris Guccione. Home plate umpire. A ball had come out of the stands, it looked like. So Andy Pages in center field threw it back.
Comes out of the stands. Why throw it back and give him another chance?
Right, you're not playing catch, but if you do that, you might be. And a strike call. That one's whistled in at 93, a fastball. Ball and a strike. That's the count to Luis Garcia Jr. Make some good defensive plays at second base for the Nationals this series. Next offer's outside, 2-1. So that's heading off on a 3-city trip. They go to Miami, Pittsburgh, and Cincinnati. This one is hit to the right center field gap. That's going to get down, split the outfielders, and go to the wall. Game's going to get at least tied up as Lowe comes in to score. Stopping at third is Bell. And into second with a game-tying double is Luis Garcia Jr. It is 4-4. So the walk comes back to really hurt Landon Knack there. And Garcia with his second double of the season. Second RBI of the game. And now a meeting on the mound, and it's probably just a matter of moments for Landon Knack. Yep, they waited as long as they could. Now Dave Roberts comes up the dugout steps, and he will get today's starter out of there here in the third inning with 1 out. Not Landon Knack's afternoon. Had a 4-0 lead, and it has been given all back. And now the Nationals are threatening for more. So Knack is out. Dreyer will come in, the left-hander, and a pitching change in Washington, D.C. Third inning, Nats at bat, 2 on, 1 out, and the score, the Dodgers 4, Nationals 4.
O'Neill drives one the other way. That's headed out toward right field. He's done it again! The unstoppable opening day machine. Tyler O'Neill has homered for a 6th consecutive year on opening day. This time, he does it in his home country.
Look out in Burnaby Bay.
Here's Betts hitting a fly ball to left center field. Green to the track, to the wall. Gone! Got just enough! And here in the 8th, the Dodgers have just enough. Golf swung left field and turns out the lights. He rings the bell with a 3-run walk-off home run. Gold that blew heaven on earth. 2-away, Matt Shaw. Shaw looking for that first big league hit. 0 for 6, 3 Ks so far. Hits off the glove of Dreyer, and Matt Shaw, that's his first big league hit, saved that baseball. You don't think so?
I don't know. That might be an E1.
Looking up on the scoreboard, there are no errors listed. There it is.
Congratulations on your first big league knock, Matt.
Save that ball. For Matt.
Messages from Marathon. Other terms and conditions may apply at participating locations only.
Takes over for Landon Knack. Knack responsible for both men on base, so the book not closed on him yet, but he's allowed 4 earned runs to the moment. 2 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts, 69 pitches for Knack, 36 for strikeouts. This pitching change brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. So Jack Dreyer in his 6th major league appearance. Made his big league debut in Game 2 of the season against the Cubs in Tokyo. He's going to pitch to Alex Call, and a strike is called. Call walked his first time up. And in 6 games coming into this one, he was 8 for 18, hitting .444. And this one is hit high in the air to left center field. Backing up is Conforto. Conforto will make the catch. Bell tagging at third and scoring. And the Nationals have the lead 5-4 on a sacrifice fly by Alex Call. That run charged to Knack, so he's now on the hook.
The Nationals, they're trying to get to the 500 mark. They're 5-6 as it starts right now, but they've done just about everything right in this series, and certainly have here in this ball game. They basically made very good contact when needed in all 3 games.
2 men out. Paul DeYoung, the hitter, grounded out sharply to Mookie Betts in the first inning to end that inning. Swing and a miss here. There's 0-1. So the Nats are looking for just their 2nd ever sweep against the Dodgers since moving to D.C. in 2005. The first one was in late August of 2008 here at Nationals Park, and that was the first season that Joe Torre was the manager of the Dodgers. Clayton Kershaw had come up, and also Manny Ramirez was in his first year with the Dodgers. 1-1 the count. The lefty looks back at second. Dreyer's pitch home, swung out and belted down the left field line, hooking, and it's foul. Would have stayed in the park, but it was smashed down the line. It just kept on turning left. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Paul DeYoung.
Nationals, the 2nd major league team to play here in our nation's capital. The Senators to begin with.
And the pitch, 1-2, fouled away. A big part of the baseball history in this city, of course, the Senators.
Of course, that was at RFK Stadium. Oh, was that a hot place during the summer. Circular stadium, very little breeze would you get in there.
Here comes the 1-2 from Dreyer out of the stretch. And a ground ball foul, wide of third. What was it like to hit in that place?
It was just damp all the time, it seemed like.
Really?
Of course, remember the Senators were in existence. Remember Ted Williams was the manager.
One and 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with a slider. So Dreyer gets him out of the inning. But 2 runs come in on 2 hits. No errors and a runner left. And at the end of 3 full, it's the Nationals 5.
Mackenzie Gore to the mound. Fastball down and in for the strikeout. Down and away. So that's 3 straight and number 5. Oh, that's on the inside edge. 10 strikeouts now.
13 strikeouts. A new Nationals opening day record for Mackenzie Gore.
first base side. 6 one-hit shutout innings for Gore against the Phillies.
One. That's it well, right center field, into the gap. Page's back, he can't make the catch. It'll one hop the wall. Dansby scores. Amaya to second. Cubs lead 1-0 here in the second. Hits just keep on coming for Miguel Amaya. Big knock.
Well, tries to beat him with a fastball upstairs. It's a real nice, powerful swing. Head rate on it, gets good extension.
Please welcome 2025 National Baseball Hall of Famer, number 51, Ichiro Suzuki. Wow. Great pitch, Ichiro. And congratulations on your well-deserved induction into the National Baseball Hall of Fame. We cannot wait to celebrate you all season long.
Device. LA Dodgers baseball continues on its official home.
Muncy due up for the second time this afternoon. 5-4. Nationals now in front. Their first lead of the ball game. And Muncy takes a curveball from Jake Irvin for a strike.
How strange for Irvin today. First 4 batters in the ball game. His club's trailing 4-0, and yet he has a chance to pick up a win.
How about that? A lot of baseball left. In the top of the 4th inning now. Strike 2 to Muncy. Another curveball. And the count 0-2. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Chase the curveball. 3-pitch strikeout. Muncy is gone, and there's one away. You're the Dodger 4th.
That curveball, Irvin this year, over 30% of the time he throws the hook. He's thrown the fastball much better as far as location, because coming into today, the fastball had been hit at 600 average.
Lefties have been crushing him, though. Left-handers coming into the game today hitting 440 against him with 3 homers.
And right-hander just 188.
Chūkei Hernandez, a right-hander. 0 for 1, flying to center first time up. Takes in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes to Chūkei. Chūkei currently hitting 108. Pitch to him. Is in for a strike call to sinker. 2-seam fastball right down the middle. For Irvin, 7 out of the 10 runs he's allowed this year have come on home runs. So he's very susceptible to the long ball, as we've seen. Teoscar Hernandez hitting 1 in the first inning. Three and 1 now to Chūkei Hernandez. He swings, fouls it back. Now it's 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Shadows creeping over the infield grass now. Still the right side of the infield in the sunshine. Left side all in shadows. Payoff pitch from Irvin. Fouled back to the screen by Chūkei. Chūkei's been getting the job done defensively at first base. Offensively, the Dodgers hoping a little bit more. You'd say, well, he's had a couple of home runs on the road trip. Yeah, but they'd like him to get some singles and doubles, too. 3-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled back. As we've talked about, Dave Roberts confirmed earlier today, Freddie Freeman expected to be back in the lineup Friday against the Cubs, the first day he's eligible to come off the injured list. 3-2 up high and in, ball 4, and the Dodgers have the tying run aboard. Hernandez will track down to first, and Andy Pages comes up. Shohei Ohtani out in the on-deck circle. Giants in action today, too. They are at home. Cincinnati's beating them 6-1, top of the 6th inning. And the strike is called to Andy Pages, who grounded out to Paul DeJong at third in the 2nd inning. Mariners and Astros, top of the fourth inning in Seattle. Houston with a 4-0 lead. And Andy just watches another pitch right down the middle, a two-seamer. And it's 0-2 to Pages. Pages homered last night, also had an infield single and walked. Here's the 0-2. He looks at strike three. Another sinker. This one middle.
And they're good pitches. It wasn't like, hey, you made a terrific pitch. Well, they were there for the taking, and no taking.
Fourth strikeout for Jake Irvin. Dodgers last night, 15 punch-outs. And it sounded to me today like they had some words about it. The manager may have had a message to the club. Stop striking out as much.
Well, 5 games plus into 3 2/3 today. The Dodgers have struck out on this road trip 54 times.
1-0 to Shohei Ohtani. Here's the pitch. And Ohtani takes a strike. Shohei singled and scored in the first inning, walked, and was forced at second in the second. The third time up for Ohtani here in the fourth inning. The changeup from Irvin. Now the 1-1 pitch. And Ohtani watches it sail in low. 2 balls and a strike to Shohei.
Doubled up on the change.
2-1 delivery. And strike is called. This time with a breaking ball curve. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ohtani. Calls time. Now digging back in on the left-hand batter's box. Adjusts the helmet, draws the bat back, and waits. Irvin's pitch. Swung on, tapped foul. So they make sure that the catcher Ruiz is okay.
Well, after going 1-0, back-to-back changeups, and now it's been back-to-back curveballs.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Kike Hernandez leads at first. Stretched by Irvin, his delivery. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Got him with a curveball. Ohtani strikes out. Irvin strikes out 3 with a walk mixed in. We're through.
O'Neill drives one the other way. That's headed out toward right field. He's done it again. The unstoppable opening day machine. Tyler O'Neill has homered for a 6th consecutive year on opening day. This time, he does it in his home country.
Look out in Burnaby Bay.
Well, he's left-handed, and he hits this one with authority. That one is out of here. Juan Soto's first home run as a New York Met, a laser. And so many more to come in the next 15 years. Usually doesn't take long for Soto to hit his first home run with a new team. With the Yankees, it was his 3rd game. With the Mets, his 2nd.
Sometimes you got to let people know what neighborhood you're from. That ball is squared up.
Mackenzie Gore to the mound. Fastball down and in for the strikeout. Down and away. So that's 3 straight and number 5. Oh, that's on the inside edge. 10 strikeouts now.
13 strikeouts. A new Nationals opening day record for Mackenzie Gore. He'll depart the mound to a standing ovation on the first base side. 6 one-hit shutout innings for Gore against the Phillies.
World back to the boys in blue.
Cruz, a right-handed hitter, swings the first pitch, fouls it off to the right and out of play. Cruz, and then back to the top of the order, C.J. Abrams and James Wood. Rick Monday, Tim Neverett with you. Dwayne McDonald, our producer-engineer. Broadcasting high above home plate here at Nationals Park. Swing and a foul tip into the glove of Will Smith. A lot of broadcasters that don't like this view from up here. I think it's great. See everything. It is like being on the International Space Station, but it's still Great view of the ballpark here. 2 pitch in the dirt, 1-2. Ball, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out. 5 runs, 4 hits for Washington. 4 runs, 4 hits for the Dodgers. Pitch on the way. Slap foul back to the backstop. Don't you like this view?
It's better than being in the studio.
You got that right. 100 times out of 100. And the pitch on the way. Check swing. Did he go? Peel down to first base. Umpire David Rackley. He says, yep. He rings up the strike. And Cruz strikes out. Second strikeout for Jack Dreyer.
Hey, friends, you can celebrate Korean Heritage Night at Dodger Stadium April 16th. That's when the Rockies are in town. So you can enjoy live music, handcrafted food, and live performances as well. So purchase a special ticket pack and receive an exclusive Korean Heritage Night jersey presented by Jinro. So check it out. Dodgers.com/promotions.
Shortstop C.J. Abrams takes a slider down and away. Ball 1. Dreyer, third base side of the rubber. Kick steals. And a ground ball past the mound right side. Charged by Edman. One hands it. Throws on to first in time to get the speedy Abrams. And there are 2 men down.
This play by Edman came in. That's a ball you really have to field with one hand and then make the transfer while you're running and throw across your body and get it over to first base in time.
Two outs, and James Wood standing in from the left side, 0 for 1 with a walk. Looks at a curveball. Outfield straight up for Wood here with 2 down.
You know, the first day in town, I told you about one of the buses we were on. The driver got lost. You normally don't go through any tunnels from the hotel to here. Right. We went through 4. We had the same driver today.
How many tunnels did you go through?
None. Evidently, he took my advice. He downloaded one of those free apps for navigation.
Inside pitch, 3-0 to James Wood. And Dreyer navigates one home for a strike.
Monday afternoon, Dave Roberts was on that bus, and he had the manager of the ball club hinting, hey, you might want to turn left here. Hey, you might want to turn right here.
3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. That was his nice way of saying,
pal, you're lost.
Yes. Let's go. Ball game to get to. 3-2, full count. Dreyer ready to deal. Throws one home, and it is low, ball 4. Tried the slider, just missed, and a 2-out walk issued to James Wood. Second time he has reached on a free pass.
Although we had that same driver this morning, I was telling you, that pull down to the hotel, you have to make a right turn to go to one area. We were blocked. Garbage truck. So the driver backed up. We started to go to the left. Had to stop. Why? Another garbage truck.
He's sending you a message. Throw to first. Renner dives back.
Yeah.
So I didn't have any of those problems getting here.
Well, you took a different conveyance.
I did. I took the Metro 3 straight days. There's a stop right outside the ballpark. Stop right outside the hotel. Just connected the dots. 15 minutes I was here. I was in the tunnel most of the way. Outside of the elements.
And you still had $7 remaining on your ticket.
I did. I had my Metro card. I gave it to Dave Jagler, the radio announcer for the Nationals. I said, you use Metro at all? He goes, all the time. I go, here's $7. I said, thank you.
What a guy.
Well, Dave's a good guy. Doing his part, taking public transportation. Thought I'd help him. Runner leads at first. Here's the 1-1. 2 down. And Keibert Ruiz swings, hits a ground ball down to third. It's going to just go foul. Boy, that was going to hit the base and it just turned left right before the base. Max Muncy let it go, and that'll be a foul ball, and Ruiz goes back to first.
Like I said, both did nick the bag alertly. Mookie Betts was actually going towards the foul line to back it up. He eventually picked it up.
Pretty good read by Max Muncy, actually. It came off the grass part of the cutout and was angled as such, and he saw that and he said, I better let this go. One and two. Third base umpire Tom Hanahan all over it. Runner at first is Wood. Dreyer throws to first. And Wood back standing. There's a 1-2 now. Swung on, ground ball to third. Once he's got it, goes the short way to second. Edman there, and that's the force out. That retires the side. One man left for the Nationals. We head to the fifth at Nationals Park. It's the Nats 5, Dodgers 4.
This is AM.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
A showstopper.
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not? The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an eighth-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Fifth inning in D.C. Mookie Betts leads off. Tommy Edman to Oscar Hernandez to follow. 5-4 Nationals. Jake Irvin faced Betts. Betts 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Right-handed hitting shortstop. He swings the first pitch, hits it in the air right center field. Long run for Cruz, but in the gap, he will make the catch. One pitch and one out in the Dodger half of the fifth. You know, you were talking about spring training earlier, Mo. You said, you remembered everything from the first game from spring training. Last two springs have been short for the Dodgers because last year they went to Korea, so spring training was cut short in Arizona. This year, Japan, so again, similar schedule. Spring training was cut short. 2026, that's not going to be the case. There won't be any international games because 2026 is a World Baseball Classic year. So a number of the stars for all the teams will be away for a little bit, playing for their respective countries, as Tommy Edman slices one to the left center field gap. Cruz way over there, and a step in front of the warning track makes the catch for out number 2.
And I'm just guessing we will at least see 50 players in the first game.
Probably in the first 5. But today they have announced the groups for the World Baseball Classic. The countries that'll be grouped together and where they'll be playing. That's a double barrel action in the bullpen right now. Poche, the lefty, and the right-hander Lucas Sims. And the Dodgers have a left-hander going.
Anthony Banda's throwing.
So Banda warming up. And Teoscar Hernandez with a 1-1 count. Group A is where the U.S. will be. They'll be at Minute Maid Park in Houston. And Teoscar rips one deep to right field. This one headed back toward the wall, and in front of the wall, the right fielder, Alex Call. He's there to make the catch. 3 flyouts in the inning, and the Dodgers go in order in the 5th. We'll head to the home half of the inning when we return to...
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. What?
Boom. Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastballs. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are...
The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
May not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Anthony Banda comes out of the Dodger bullpen. Onto the lefty, second one in a row. Jack Dreyer, 1 2/3. No runs, no hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. 5-4 Nationals in front. As Nathaniel Lowe, who has walked twice and scored once, stands in from the left side. It'll be Lowe, Bell, and Garcia due up for the Nationals. Banda's first pitch is in for a strike. This pitching change brought to you by Navian high-efficiency tankless water heaters, boilers, and the new NPF hydro furnace. Next-level comfort, perfect for your home and the environment. Learn more at hydrofurnace.com. Next offer, slider inside for a ball. So we're talking about the World Baseball Classic and who will be playing whom and where. That's been determined today. And a 1-1 pitch. Wave and a miss. Ball at 2 strikes to Lowe. So the U.S. will be in Group B. Again, that'll be at Minute Maid Park in Houston. And the other countries that'll be in that group playing against the United States, the runners-up or silver medalists from the last WBC. Fly ball, shallow center. In comes Pages, and he makes a sliding grab for the out. What a play by Pages, who had to sprint in from center field straight towards second base. Into a figure-4 slide and get the leather in between the ball and the grass.
Yeah, nice play. Also, coming in. He's coming in on baseballs much better than going back. Of course, he had really a tough chance in Philadelphia. One of the balls hit over his head.
Yeah, he turned one way, the ball went the other.
Yep.
Josh Bell is the hitter. I think that was Bryce Harper, wasn't it?
Yep.
That hit it. Pitch to Bell. Turns around about right-handed, fouls the first pitch back.
Yep. That ball was a line drive, hit the center field, and Pages, on the way to go get it, took the Slauson cutoff.
So I'll tell you those teams in here in Group B in just a second. Now the 0-1 pitch. And Bell takes inside. So with the United States in Group B in the WBC will be Mexico, Italy, Brazil and Great Britain. And do you know who the general manager of Team Italy is this time around? 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Ned Colletti, former Dodger GM.
Good for him.
Our former colleague here.
A very knowledgeable guy.
He's going to be in charge of Team Italy. And a 1-2 now coming to Josh Bell. And a ground ball to third. One hop for Max Muncy. Sets his feet, throws to first, 2 down. So Ned somehow is going to fit in, putting the roster together for Italy around his classes at Pepperdine that he teaches. And also his scouting for the San Jose Sharks.
And I would imagine that that team is going to eat very well as on top of it.
I don't think so. A swing and a miss. So the World Baseball Classic is going to take place March 5th through the 17th. 20 nations in it. A lot of folks will be watching Japan now. A lot of Dodger fans. They're in Group C. Their games will be at the Tokyo Dome. And Japan will have Australia, South Korea, Taiwan, and the Czech Republic in Group C. Group A will be in San Juan, Puerto Rico at Hiram Bythorne Stadium. Of course, Puerto Rico will be hosting there. There's a swing and a drive by Garcia to right field. That's deep and back on the track. A leaping catch by Teoscar Hernandez. And the side retired in order in the 5th. On to the 6th inning at Nationals Park. It's the Nats 5, Dodgers 4.
This is AM 5.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
The 6th inning on getaway day here in D.C. Michael Conforto leading off against right-handed Jake Irvin. 5-4 Nationals. Irvin's first pitch to the left-hander is in there for a strike. We noted that lefties coming into this game have hit .444 against Irvin. Right-handers just .188. But the lefties today got Ohtani with a hit. Edman was hitting left-handed against him. And he's got a hit, or 2 hits actually, against him. And that's been it. Right-handed hit, a home run by Teoscar Hernandez. 5 runs, 4 hits for the Nats, 4 runs, 4 hits for the Dodgers. 2 strikes on Conforto. Fouls the last pitch off. C.J. Abrams, the shortstop, playing up the middle, slightly to the left of the second base bag. This ball pulled off the front of the Nationals dugout. Still 0-2 to Conforto. Center fielder Dylan Cruz still in the sunlight. Shadows are trying to catch up to him. Now the pitch outside and low. 1-2. Just to wrap up the WBC stuff, Puerto Rico will be hosting Panama, Cuba, Colombia, and Canada in Group A play. There's a swing and a miss, and out on strikes is Conforto. He is 0 for 3 now with 2 striking. 6 in a row set down by Jake Irvin now.
You know that park in Houston has changed names again?
You know, you're right. It has.
Yeah, Dyken Park now.
Will Smith takes a strike.
It's been Enron Field. And they went belly up. It became Astros Field in Minute Maid Park. And now Dyken, which is an Ace air conditioning company.
Smith pops this one up in front of home plate, between the plate and the mound. Third baseman Paul DeYoung comes in, calls off the catcher Keibert Ruiz, who was backpedaling, and DeYoung makes the catch, and there are 2 away. 7 straight.
Well, I'll tell you a park that won't change names. That's Dodger Stadium. First 40,000 fans in attendance on the 15th. That's against the Rockies. Jackie Robinson replica 1955 home jersey celebrating 70th anniversary of the World Championship. It's presented by UCLA Health. Come out and join us. Dodgers.com/promotions.
Max Muncy is 0 for 2. Grounded to second in the first inning and then struck out swinging in the fourth. He takes a curveball for a strike. And they're stretching the pitch. Swing and a miss. I think we go to Houston this year. Right? Nope, they come to Dodger Stadium. I guess we went there last year. 0-2 pitch. That's outside low.
Yeah,
it's all coming back to me now.
You can hear the sounds of the trash cans in the dugout. That will never go away.
It won't. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Curveball, and the Dodgers going back to their ways of striking out 15 times last night. It's been contagious again today. 1, 2, 3 they go for the second straight inning. And Jake Irvin has set down 8 men straight.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Can't get enough baseball? Start streaming MLB Network today. Get up to 15 out-of-market games a week live on any device. Plus 24/7 access to MLB Network's award-winning shows, including live game look-ins and exclusive player interviews. And hear live radio play-by-play from all 30 clubs with MLB at Bat. Enjoy the home of baseball from virtually anywhere. Plans start as low as $5.99 per month. Sign up now at MLBnetwork.com/stream. Available in the U.S. only. Blackout restriction applies. Visit MLB.com/subscribe for full terms and conditions.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Motors broadcast booth.
Streaming right to your mobile device.
LA Dodgers baseball continues on its official.
To the bottom of the 6th inning, it is right-hander Kirby Yates, the veteran, former Texas Ranger, and owner of a very, very good splitter. He will face Alex Call, the right-handed hitting right fielder. Pitching change brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, or 15-minute drive-through oil change, with locations throughout Southern California. 5-4, Nationals in front. Call shows bunt, takes a pitch outside for a ball. Yates started him with a fastball. 7th appearance of the season for Yates, no decisions, and a .338 earned run average. Last time out was the 6th. That Philadelphia went 2/3 of an inning with a strikeout. And there's a line drive right back into the glove of Yates for the out. He followed through, and the ball just went in his glove. Look what I found out, but that's how they go sometimes, and there's one down.
That's the best way for it to happen.
He was out before Yates realized he had the ball squeezed in his glove. Yates gone now 5 2/3 innings. He has struck out 11. That's one of the things to keep an eye on the guys coming out of the bullpen. How many more strikeouts do they have than innings pitched? Paul DeYoung, the third baseman. Ball 1 to him. Stretch from the third base side of the rubber. Yates delivers. Swing and a foul tip into the glove of Will Smith for strike 1.
Jake Irvin, who started off today's game, the first 4 batters, he was down 4-0. Well, he completed 6 innings, and Eduardo Salazar warming up in the Nationals bullpen.
DeYoung swings, fouls the next offer back. 1-2.
Well, it looked like it was going to be a very short afternoon for Irvin. Chance to pick up a W.
He really settled down after that 4-run first. 1-2 pitch from Yates to Paul DeYoung. That's low and in. Tried the splitter and missed. Yeah, since the first inning, the Dodgers have only 1 hit. That was a Tommy Edman base hit. They have struck out 7 times. 2-2. Swing and a miss at the splitter. He struck him out. 2 down. And Dylan Cruz, the center fielder, will be up next. It's Chevy Truck Month, and there's no better time to do what you do best than a Chevy Silverado. Shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Yates, a 2-time All-Star, 2019 with the Padres, last year with Texas. He sends a strike home with a 92-mile-an-hour fastball, knee-high down the middle to Cruz. Cruz has struck out twice, both times swinging. Field back, Edman playing toward the second base bag. There's a swing and foul at the plate, trying to do something with the splitter and hit the top of the baseball. 0-2 to Dylan Cruz. Friday night, Yoshinobu Yamamoto goes back to the mound for the Dodgers. He will oppose Matthew Boyd of the Cubs. Game 1 of that 3-game set. Pitch a little bit low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dodgers with the day off tomorrow. Been like a month of Thursdays they've had off, right? Pretty much because that's what they've had. And the pitch down low again. He went with the splitter. It came in too low. The domestic opener was on a Thursday, March 27th, but April 3rd, April 10th, April 17th, and again on April 24th will all be off days for the Dodgers. 2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Got him. 2 strikeouts for Kirby Yates in a 1-2-3, bottom of the 6th. On to the 7th. Nationals 5, Dodgers 4.
This is AM 570 LA Sports.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning.
Grand slam!
Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Nissan. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
And the Dodgers still trailing by a run, 5-4. New pitcher is on for the Nationals. It is Eduardo Salazar, who pitched in exactly 1 game for the Dodgers last year. And did not have any decisions, just had a cup of coffee, pitched 2 innings, allowed 3 hits. But this year, 6 games. This will be his 7th appearance with the Nationals, an ERA of 1.50, second appearance of this series as he pitched Monday night through a scoreless and hitless inning. And he will face Chūkei Hernandez, who is 0 for 1 with a walk. Salazar against Hernandez. Hernandez waits, and the right-hander Salazar deals home. Big cut and a miss for a strike, 1-1.
The swing has gotten rather long for Chūkei Hernandez, and especially if it's the heater. And that heater was at 94.
Chūkei waits from the right side, and the 1-1 pitch dealt outside. 2 balls and a strike.
What a job by Jake Irvin. The first 4 batters, he gave up 4 runs, including a home run. After that, he retired 18 of 21.
Can't always get down when you're down early. Can always come back like Irvin did today. Big cut and a miss by Chūkei on a fastball at 93. 2-2.
And what Irvin did, he shut down the Dodgers after the first 4 batters, and that helped save the bullpen on top of it for Washington.
Two ball, 2 strike pitch from Salazar. Strike 3 called at the knees, a sinker. Knee high on the outer third of the plate. Chūkei strikes out looking. 8th time the Dodgers have struck out in the ball game. Shakey's Pizza Parlor is the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game day, it's group day at Shakey's.com. Here's Andy Pages. Shohei Ohtani on deck. Andy with a 3/4 swing. And that is strike 1. Tried to stop it and couldn't do it. Nothing in 1, and a slider down low, and Andy swings right over the top. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Pages. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Next offer is swung on, hit in the air to left and deep. This ball heading back to the wall. It is gone. A home run. Andy Pages with his 2nd home run in as many ball games, and that ties the game at 5. Oh, he went down and got a slider on the outer half and pulled it the other way and went just over the wall. There's a railing above that, landed just over that into the front row.
And Pages hit an 0-2 pitch to tie this ball game. And with Daniel Jewelers, they're the proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond. Your family jewelers is 1948. So visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon.
5-5 Dodgers and Nationals. And back to Shohei Ohtani with 1 out. Nobody on. Ohtani takes a big hack and misses. Salazar dealt him a slider low. Shohei is 1 for 2 with a walk. Singled and scored in the 1st, walked in the 2nd, and struck out swinging to end the 4th. Next offer, he chops it foul, and now 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes, beg your pardon, to Shohei Ohtani. Eduardo Salazar has also pitched in the big leagues with Cincinnati. And 8 appearances with the Reds in 2023, a few more in 24. And the pitch is low. Of course, the Nationals had 25 appearances last year. Two and two to Ohtani. The kick and the deal. And he swings, hits a ground ball past the mound right side, and it is booted by Garcia. He came in trying to one-hand it and paddled it back toward the mound, and Ohtani is safe.
And Garcia knew that he had to come in, field the ball with one hand, and then attempt to throw it because he had a long way to run to get it, and he knows that Shohei Ohtani gets down that line very quickly.
See how they score this. Ohtani, because of his speed and because of what you just described, this might be a hit. They have not let us know yet, but
they just put up a base hit.
Yep, that'll be it. So a hit for Ohtani, that's his second. And here's Betts. Pitch outside and low ball one. So the Dodgers now have the go-ahead run on base. Top of the seventh inning, 5-5. Tied up with a home run by Andy Pages. Stretch and the pitch coming to Mookie. There goes Shohei for second base. Pitch is in there for a strike. No throw by Ruiz. It is stolen base number 3 for Ohtani.
And Ruiz really had no chance. It was a good jump by Ohtani, but also it just had the stopwatch on Salazar. He took over 1.5 seconds. So as a base runner, you get a couple of extra tenths of a second, which can be light years helpful.
1-1 count on Betts. Go ahead runs in scoring position, and Mookie looks at it low and away. Tanner Scott loosening up for the Dodgers in the pen. I think Scott's loosening up because you got the top of the order coming up, and Abrams, Wood, and Ruiz in the bottom of this inning. 1 out, 1 on, 2 ball, 1 strike pitch to Betts. Lets it go low and away. It's 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike to Betts. Mookie without a hit today, 0 for 2, but he's walked and scored. And the stretch by Salazar. Looks back at second base, comes home, and Mookie with a very undecided wave of the bat. Looked like he wanted to swing and then couldn't stop. And now the count is full 3-2. Ohtani strides off of second base, gets a decent lead, hands on his knees. Payoff pitch, and Betts hits a one-hopper to deep second base. Garcia, with his heels in the outfield grass, throws strongly to first in time to get Betts. But Ohtani advances to third. So 2 out, runner at third. Tommy Edman coming up, and let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers audio network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Tommy Edman 2 for 3, a single and a triple. A couple of runs batted in 2. Nationals wanted to have a little brief meeting on the mound, and the mound visit brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice. Chance to get Ohtani home for Tommy Edman and get the Dodgers the lead in a 5-5 game late. Pitch. Ooh, almost hit him. He had to spin to get out of the way. Switch hitter batting left-handed, Tommy Edman. 1-0 to Edman. And he looks at a pitch up high. Now it's 2-0. Third baseman DeYoung even with the bag off the line at third, and C.J. Abrams, the shortstop, playing up high near the bag. Right side of the infield deep, playing him to pull. 2-0. Salazar deals home inside. 3-0. Teoscar Hernandez on deck. Five runs on 6 hits for the Dodgers. 5 runs, 4 hits for the Nationals. Ohtani leads at third. Stretch. And the pitch. And that's low ball 4. And Edman draws the walk. And the Dodgers have runners at the corners for Teoscar Hernandez. Teoscar with a 2-run homer in the first. He's grounded to third and flied to right otherwise. And we're going to have another visit to the mound, and perhaps I haven't seen any serious throwing in the bullpen. We've got a pitcher up on the hill, Lopez.
Yeah, I think this trip is kind of a dual purpose. First of all, there may be something mechanically that they want to just pass along to Salazar. The other part, too, is if Edman takes off at first base with the speed of Ohtani over third, would they even throw through to second base should Edman take off?
The Dodgers can get 2 men in scoring position. It's a gamble. We see it often. And now Ruiz is out in front of home plate, issuing the external signs to the defense. See what kind of lead Edman gets here. Teoscar currently hitting .275. Runners off the corners, and the first pitch thrown in there for a strike. Sinker over the middle. Down by the knees. 0-1 to Teoscar Hernandez. Big hole in the right side of the infield. Salazar ready to deal. He throws. And Teoscar swings, fouls it back, and it's 0-2.
Almost 1.55 seconds to get the ball to his catcher.
Figure that's running time, right?
Mm-hmm.
4-0 on deck, hoping for an opportunity. We'll keep an eye on Edman at first. And Ohtani leading at third in a 5-5 game, top of the 7th. And now more external signs. Maybe this is saying,
this is, are they going to throw through or not right here?
They might try it, but again, the go-ahead runs at third.
Well, third baseman's deep. Edman takes off. They will not throw through, in my opinion.
Ready for the 0-2 pitch. Edman stays put. Swung on and a line drive into right field. A base hit. Ohtani scores. Touching second and turning. Heading for third is Edman. And Teoscar Hernandez with 2 outs and 2 strikes give the Dodgers a 6-5 lead.
Well, I'll tell you what, Tim, in this inning, Andy Pages with 1 out was down, no balls and 2 strikes. He got a slider, hit it for a home run. And for Teoscar Hernandez down in the count 0-2, he got a pitch to hit and knocks in the go-ahead run.
And that will do it for Salazar. Davey Martinez, the Nats manager, comes out to get him as Teoscar Hernandez will chase him. Lopez coming in for the Nationals. 2 runs in. Andy Pages tied it up. Ohtani with a base hit kept it going. Edman the walk, and now the 2-out base hit by Hernandez gives the Dodgers their first lead since the 3rd inning. And we'll take a pitching change timeout here in the 7th inning. It's the Dodgers 6, Nationals 5.
Hope. It's more than a word. It's a breakthrough.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's time to say hello, baseball, as spring training continues on MLB Network. Get an in-depth look at every club with daily coverage all the way to opening day. Check in with the players, check out the new rosters, plus the most live spring training games anywhere. Smile, it's already spring on MLB Network. Live games continue, presented by Best Western. Go to MLBnetwork.com for schedule and channel number.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Well, veteran right-hander Jorge Lopez of Congress in Puerto Rico comes on to pitch. Top of the 7th inning. Dodgers have taken a 6-5 lead. They have runners at the corners, 2 men out. Michael Conforto coming up. Salazar 2/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 2 earned runs to the moment. 1 walk, 1 strikeout. He suddenly is on the hook, and Landon Knack is off of it. So Conforto struck out twice today, is 0 for 3. Looking to keep this inning going against Jorge Lopez. 42 years of age. He's been with the Mets and the Cubs last year. And signed a 1-year deal with the Nationals for this year. Pitch is on the inside corner and called strike 1 to Conforto. Runner at third is Edman. Teoscar Hernandez at first. He came up with the single to right field just out of the reach of the outstretched glove of the second baseman Garcia. There goes Teoscar and a ground ball to second. Garcia one-hands it, lip of the outfield grass, flips it onto first, and the half inning is over. Dodgers come up with 2 runs on 3 hits, and Andy Pages home run. And at stretch time, middle of the 7th, the score, the Dodgers 6, Nationals 5.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Nissan. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Seesaw affair here in Washington. Bottom of the 7th inning, Dodgers 6, Nationals 5. Left-hander Tanner Scott comes on to pitch. Scott normally would close games, but he understands that here with the Dodgers it's going to be situational. And right now, facing the top of the order, a bunch of lefties. And C.J. Abrams will swing and miss at strike 1. So you got Abrams and Wood, lefties, and then Ruiz, a switch hitter. He'll turn around about right-handed. In on the grass at third, off the line, Muncy. Next pitch by Scott. Hit on the ground, deflects off the side of the mound, right to Mookie Betts. He throws low to first, and it's dug out on a hop by Chūkei Hernandez. 1 away in the Nationals 7th.
Hey, friends, looking ahead, celebrate our classroom teachers on Saturday at Dodger Stadium. That's when the Cubs are in. 6:10 start, by the way. So purchase a special ticket pack for an exclusive Teachers Appreciation Night crew neck sweater. That's right. For more information, you can go online, Dodgers.com/promotions.
On down, James Wood, the batter, and Scott ready to go. He kicks and fires and sends one in there for a strike. For Scott, his 7th appearance, no decisions, 3 saves. His ERA 4.5 right now. Did something a little unusual the other day. That was Saturday in Philadelphia, where he recorded the first 1-inning, 3-pitch save in Dodger history. 22 saves last year with San Diego. A swing and a miss by Wood, and it's 1-2. Not often are you going to see a guy have a 3-pitch inning anyway, and just happened to be the last of the game. There's a swing and a little foul ball at the plate. Bottom of the 7th inning, brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. There is the 1-2 swing and a miss at a fastball, and out on strikes is Wood. 2 down. And the batter now will be Gilbert Ruiz, the catcher. Ruiz is 1 for 3. Singled and scored in the first inning. Grounded out to first, and then grounded into a force out that retired the side in the 4th. First pitch to Ruiz is in there for a strike. It's nice to see Scott just go right back to work where he left off Saturday in Philly. Not fooling around, just throwing strikes. So there's a swinging strike. Foul ball straight down. No balls, 2 strikes, and he's doing it mostly on fastballs. 2 outs, base is empty, and an 0-2 count on Ruiz.
Listening to some people with the Nationals a little earlier today, and they said, hey, look, if it's a close game, they know full well that the back end of the Dodgers bullpen, which is the most consistent, you're going to see some action today, and that's exactly what has dialed it in here.
0-2 to Ruiz. And Scott pumps one home. That's a little bit low. As we've seen Yates, now Scott. You still have Triner. Vesia available still. You know who pitched really well yesterday was Ben Casparis.
Yes. He's just aggressive to the plate.
And pitch swung on and fouled back.
Some guys are saying he's aggressive to the glove.
You're aggressive to the mitt. You're doing things right. 6 runs, 7 hits for the Dodgers. 5 runs, 4 hits for the Nationals. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Tanner Scott, left-hander, first base side of the rubber, stretches and sends one home, and a swing and a miss, strike 3, and a slider. 3 up and 3 down, 2 punch-outs for Tanner Scott. We go to the 8th. Dodgers 6, Nationals 5.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's time to say hello, baseball, as spring training continues on MLB Network. Get an in-depth look at every club with daily coverage all the way to opening day. Check in with the players, check out the new rosters, plus the most live spring training games anywhere. Smile, it's already spring on MLB Network. Live games continue, presented by Best Western. Go to MLBnetwork.com for schedule and channel number.
Gotta keep going, yeah. I was down at the bottom.
Top of the 8th inning, 6-5 Dodgers with the lead. Will Smith to lead off. Then Max Muncy and Chūkei Hernandez against Jorge Lopez. Most of the field now covered in shadows finally. This afternoon game, a 4:05 start time, Eastern time. First pitch to Will is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Smith today 0 for 3. Struck out, flied out, and popped out. And he will take a strike at the knees down the middle. 1-1. Well, the Padres finished off the Athletics today in West Sacramento 2-1, out hitting them 12-2. Vasquez got the win over Beto. And Suarez picked up a save, and Will hits a ball deep to right center field, and in front of the wall, backpedaling is Dylan Cruz, and he makes the catch with his back up against the scoreboard.
Cruz got back in a hurry in order to even catch that ball.
There's 1 out. And the Padres, with that win today, become the first National League West team to get to 10 victories. They're 10-3. Diamondbacks won, blanking the Orioles 9-0 in Phoenix. Brandon Pfaadt got the win to go to 2-1. Kramer the loss for the Orioles. He's 1-2. Max Muncy, without a hit today, he struck out twice and grounded out to second. Swings at the first pitch for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 from Lopez. Muncy takes low. Rangers over the Cubs 9-4. Imanaga's first loss. Shota Imanaga now 2-1. Yankees go to 7-5 with a win over the Tigers 4-3. Tigers also 7-5. Harvard Westlake's Max Fried with a win for the Yankees to go to 2-0. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Max Muncy. The pitch. Muncy fouls it off. Pirates walked off the Cardinals 2-1. Joey Bart got the game-winning hit for Pittsburgh. 2-1 the final score. And a 1-2 pitch from Lopez. Muncy fouls it away again. The Giants have come all the way back to tie the Reds 6-6. Top of the 10th inning in San Francisco. Giants looking for their 9th win. They're 8-3. 1-2 pitch from the Nationals veteran right-hander Jorge Lopez. Inside to Muncy. 2-2. White Sox lead the Guardians 1-0. Underway, bottom of the first. A little later in the game in Seattle, Mariners have had no luck against the Astros. They're in the bottom of the 7th, 4-0 Houston. Swing and a miss at a changeup, and Muncy strikes out for the 3rd consecutive at bat. He's 0 for 4 today, and there are 2 down in the top of the 8th.
Muncy has 6 strikeouts in the last 7 at bats.
Chūkei Hernandez, the batter. 2 down, bases clear. And the first pitch from Lopez is swung on and drilled right into the glove of the shortstop, C.J. Abrams, for the out. Top of the 8th inning was brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, the MVP for fun, food, and good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Morongo celebrating 20 years of good times. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Dodgers 6, National.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Bottom of the 8th inning, 6-5, Dodgers with the lead. New pitcher on for the Dodgers, left-hander Alex Vesia. He's got the shirt sleeves on. We don't normally see that out of Alex. But he makes his 8th appearance. No decisions, 2.57 ERA. 12 strikeouts and 7 innings worked. Opposition hitting 192 against him. And he will face Nathaniel Lowe, the first baseman. The pitch to Lowe. Little Lowe. And that's ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. Really good inning for Tanner Scott. 1 inning, 2 strikeouts. And a ground ball to Betts. And right before him, Kirby Yates, same thing. 1 inning, 2 strikeouts with a line out right to Yates. So both Yates and Scott hitless and scoreless. Anthony Banda hitless and scoreless in an inning of relief. Jack Dreyer hitless and scoreless in 1 2/3 innings after taking over for Landon Mack. And now Lowe hits a deep fly ball to left center field. Going back at it is Conforto, and on the warning track in front of the Dodger bullpen, he makes the catch for out number 1. Ball hit more toward left than left center. Still Conforto there to get it. And there's 1 away. And the batter, Josh Bell, turning around to bat right-handed against the lefty Vesia. 6-7-0 for the Dodgers, 5-4-0 for the Nationals. Strike delivered. Today's game brought to you by First 5 California. 1 in 3 children are at risk of toxic stress, but there are things parents can do to help. Learn how to overcome it at first5california.com. Pitch to Bell, wave and a miss of a slider down and in. 0-2 to the Nationals' designated hitter. Dodgers are 2-2 in 1-run games. The Nationals are 2-0. 0-2 pitch from Alex Vesia to Josh Bell. And here it comes. And the slider down and in, but Bell did not offer. And the count goes to 1-2. And Bell looks at another slider down and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Josh Bell. Still to come in the big leagues tonight. Blue Jays in Boston. Angels are in Tampa to take on the Rays. Phillies in Atlanta. And the Twins taking on the Royals in Kansas City. Brewers in Denver to take on the Rockies. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Fastball misses outside. Full count to Josh Bell. 1 out, bases empty. And a 1-run game late here at Nationals Park. 3-2. The payoff pitch from Vesia coming. And it's low, ball 4. He went with a slider that missed. And the tying run is aboard with 1 out.
And we'll have a pinch runner at first base for Josh Bell.
That'll be Jacob Young, an outfielder. So Young will come out and pinch run. Will Smith will go out and visit with Alex Vesia, and also now he'll get a visit from the dugout. Mark Pryor, the pitching coach, will come out and talk about how they'll attack Ahmed Rosario, who's going to pinch hit for Luis Garcia Jr. So they get the right-handed bat in there, the former Dodger, Ahmed Rosario. And a bat here in the 8th inning. And the Nats winning the first 2 games. Last night more decisively than the night before. 8-2 last night, 6-4 on Monday night. Dodgers trying to salvage a game in this 3-game set before heading home for a 6-game homestand. The pitch on the way to Rosario is low. Washington comes to Dodger Stadium in June, part of a long homestand. It's the back end of a 3-team homestand. San Francisco, San Diego. San Diego for 4, and then Washington for 3, June 20th through the 22nd. Slider down low. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ahmed Rosario from Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. Folks still thinking about friends and family of the victims of the disaster there. The roof caving in on the nightclub. Former Dodger Octavio Dotel passing away after that. They discovered him in the rubble on his way to the airport, passed over to the hospital rather, passed away. Now the 1-1 pitch from Vesia to Rosario, cut on and missed. And it's 1-2. Now, Dotel played for 14 different teams, Dodgers being one of them, in 2010. Got traded twice that year, from Pittsburgh to Los Angeles, and then late in the year from Los Angeles to the Rockies. But it wasn't because he was an issue. He was a pretty good pitcher, a good closer at times, just because he was in demand.
And he was proud of the fact he went to a lot of different teams, because his view of it was, look how many teams wanted me.
Teammates really enjoyed him too. Great personality. Stretching the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Rosario's out on strikes. Vesia strikes out the pinch hitter, and there are 2 down. A quick story about Dotel. He would always come in on the latest bus possible. And when I was with him years ago, we'd come in the same bus, and he'd come in the clubhouse, and I'd walk in the clubhouse with him. And he would always say, "The bus is here," and he would announce his presence that way, and the guys would laugh, and he did it every day. And it was really funny until one day, throw over to first base. We're in St. Louis, and I walked in the Pirate clubhouse with him, and he said, "The bus is here." And the pitching coach at the time was Joe Kerrigan, and Joe waved him over, and 30 seconds later he walks out and he goes, "The bus is leaving." And that's the day he got traded to the Dodgers. The pitch fouled back, but that's his personality. He was just very, very well liked and very good at his job, and a really, really good late inning pitcher. It's just so sad to see him lose his life at age 51. Octavio Dotel. No balls and a strike, 2 down. The pitch to Alex Call. The right fielder takes it just outside. It was a 4-seamer. 1 ball, 1 strike to Call. 6-5, Dodgers leading, bottom of the 8th. The pinch runner, Jacob Young at first base, representing the tying run. And Call swings and misses. Snap throw down to first. Backdoor tag by Chūkei. Almost got it. Well, the Dodgers quick to get that ball down to first base. Of course, that side's open with a right-handed batter up, so Smith was unobstructed to throw it down there. But Young got back just in time. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Alex Call. For the Dodgers in the 9th, it'll be Pages, Ohtani, and Betts. Now the 1-2 coming. There goes the runner. They throw to first. Chūkei's throw down to second. Edman put the glove down, and Young just tagged himself out. So picked off, caught stealing. 1-3-4, and that's how the 8th inning ends. We go to the 9th in Washington. The score, the Dodgers 6, Nationals 5.
This is AM5.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's time to say hello, baseball, as spring training continues on MLB Network. Get an in-depth look at every club with daily coverage all the way to opening day. Check in with the players, check out the new rosters, plus the most live spring training games anywhere. Smile, it's already spring on MLB Network. Live games continue, presented by Best Western. Go to MLBnetwork.com for schedule and channel number.
Trying to salvage a game out of this three-game set. Andy Pages will lead off. 6-5 Dodgers lead. Pages, Ohtani, and Betts. Top of the ninth, sponsored by Cars for Kids. Ready to donate your old car? Call 1-877-CARS for Kids now. Friendly agents are standing by to take your donation. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. Here comes the pitch to Pages. That's inside for ball one. Andy homered in his last at-bat in the seventh. Ball no strikes to Pages. Andy hitting at 175 currently. 2 home runs in the season. Fouls this pitch back, and it's 1-1. A little insurance would be nice here in the top of the ninth inning. You get the top of the order coming up right behind Pages. 1-1 the count. Stretching the pitch. Swing and a miss. Lucas Sims is the new pitcher. Pitching in the ninth inning. Dodgers got to him a little bit on Monday night. He pitched 1/3 of an inning. They got a run on 2 hits, and he walked a man. That was his last outing. Sims 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Pages goes down swinging, and there's one away in the Dodger ninth. The game in San Francisco has just gone final, and the Giants have come all the way back to beat the Reds 8-6. I believe they were down 6-1 at one point in that game. They won it 8-6 today to go to 9-3 on the season. Shohei Ohtani takes a strike on the inside corner, a sweeper.
And Blake Trinan throwing his second pitch, warming up in the Dodgers bullpen out in left field.
Nothing in one pitch. Ohtani waves at an inside sweeper and misses. That pitch was way off the plate. And Ohtani had pulled off it. His head was not where it was supposed to be. It was turned and looking at the first base dugout when it was all said and done. So behind in the count, 0-2. Lucas Sims, right-hander, throws home. And Ohtani hits it right to the right side of the mound. Sims gloves it, underhand toss to first. Ohtani is out 1-3, and there are 2 away in the top half of the ninth. Mookie Betts walking to the plate. Busy Wednesday of baseball in Major League Baseball today. And the Dodgers off tomorrow. Cubs Friday at Dodger Stadium. Pitch to Mookie is outside and low. Hope to see you out at the stadium sometime during this homestand. If you've got some tickets, made some plans, got some great promotions. And the pitch outside to Mookie, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. 2 outs, bases clear. Sims pitch. And Mookie slices one to right field. That ball is going to be down for a base hit. Alex Call, the right fielder, is playing Mookie straight up. He had to run over near the line, and he still couldn't get to it as the ball sliced and died in the grass. And Betts with his first hit of the afternoon, a 2-out single in the ninth. Tommy Edmonds had a good day, been on base 3 times. 2-run triple in the first, a single in the third, and he walked his last time up in the 7th. Switch hitter batting left against Lucas Sims. Pitch is way inside. That was so far inside it hit Edman. And Edman is getting first base. Mookie's heading down to second. Breaking ball, back foot breaking ball, got him just below the left knee. Is that the back knee slider?
Back foot slider, yeah.
Well, back foot, back knee. Either one of them feels very good. Teoscar Hernandez had the big hit in the 7th inning to give the Dodgers the lead. He's got the go-ahead RBI in the game. An opposite field single to right. Takes a ball high, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. That's outside. Snap throw down to first, and diving back ahead of the throw is Edman.
Dodgers 3 for 7 with runners in scoring position. That 3 is a big boost because the first 5 games of this road trip, the Dodgers had a total of just 4 hits with runners in scoring position.
Teoscar's hit .417 with runners in scoring position this year. Won't happen now. Ground ball to third. DeYoung goes the short way to second to force out Tommy Edman. And the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left, and no Washington errors. We go to the bottom of the 9th. 3 outs to get. Blake Trinan coming on to get him. The score: the Dodgers 6, Nationals 5.
AM 570.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable
California.com.
You're listening to LA Dodgers baseball.
On top of the mountain.
On the world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
Bottom of the 9th inning for the Dodgers. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. 5-4-0 for Washington. Blake Trinan is on for the 6th time this year. He's 0-1. 1 save and 2 opportunities. And the opposition hitting .250 against him. Bullpen today has been very good. Alex Call, 7th hitter in the order, right fielder facing Trinan, and Trinan drills a strike in there. And it's 0-1 to Alex Call, who does not have a hit. He was left at the altar when Jacob Young was caught stealing in the 8th inning. So a fresh count for him. 1 ball and 1 strike. Last pitch, a sweeper missing outside. Almost even with the bag at third, hugging the line is Muncy. Pitch outside and low. 2 balls and a strike. Trout leans in. Former Washington National closer. 2-1 pitch. Swing, a little chopper to third, charging is Muncy. He gloves on the run, makes the throw for out number 1.
Nice play by Muncy. Not the easiest play. It didn't look that tough, but boy, there was a lot of maneuvering. He had to come in, field the ball with one hand, and then throw while still on the run.
He was lined up pretty well to begin with, even with the bag against the right-handed hitter who's playing in for him. Now Paul DeYoung, the 8-hitter, struck out twice today and grounded to short. 0 for 3. Right-handed batter takes inside ball 1. 1 down, 2 to get the Dodgers back in the win column and get win number 10. 1-0 pitch from Trinan. Looked to be over the plate, but called the ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Might have been a little outside. 2-0 now to Paul DeYoung. Trinan kicks, fires home, and the ball is swung on, popped up, shallow center. Tommy Edman going out, now backpedaling, and it's going to drop in for a hit. He stopped, and the Pajes came in. He had to play it on a hop, and a ball that should have been caught drops in for a hit, and now the Nationals have the tying run at first base.
That's just a long way for a second baseman to be running back to try and get a baseball.
When an infielder keeps going back and keeps going back, he's hoping to hear somebody call him off. We don't know what was heard out there and what was said, but the ball dropped in nonetheless. Now Dylan Cruz takes low.
Well, here's the other part too now is that DeYoung over at first base. Trinan takes a long time getting the ball to his catcher. We did see him use a slide step the other day in Philadelphia.
And he delivers one inside to Cruz here, 2-0. 6-5 Dodgers, 1 out, bottom of the 9th, 1 on for Washington. The 2-0 pitch from Trinan to Dylan Cruz. Swung on and hit up in the air, foul down the right field side.
By taking extra time, over 1.6 seconds, get the ball to his catcher. And so a pretty good time allotted for a good base runner to possibly take off.
2-1 count pitch. Little check swing foul at the plate. Count 2-2. DeYoung without a steal or an attempt this season, but still, you mentioned it. 1-6 is time to the plate. Do you take the chance if you're the Nationals to try to get the tying run in scoring position?
They had a pick off to end the threat in the 8th inning.
2-2 to Cruz, and there goes the runner. And the pitch is outside, goes to the backstop, so that'll be easy pickings for Paul DeYoung, and they do indeed now, with 1 out, have the tying run at second.
That's why I brought it up. And Will Smith would have had no chance at all. That was over 1.7 seconds to get the ball home.
Three and 2 the count. Trying to love a strikeout right here. He comes ready and now sends one home, and a swing and a foul ball over by the Dodger dugout on the third base side. Still 3 and 2 to Dylan Cruz, who has punched out 3 times today, all of them swinging. Number 9 hitter with the leadoff man C.J. Abrams on deck. Tommy Edman playing close to the bag at second base, left side of the infield, a little deeper. And the pitch outside, ball 4, and the winning run is on base. can look at it that way, or you can say, well, now you got a force play. But Mark Pryor, the pitching coach, is going to come out and call the whole infield in. And you've got the top of the order up in C.J. Abrams, will bat left-handed, and then another talented lefty, James Wood, on deck behind him.
On a ground ball, you would love to get the double play, have the game end, and walk away with a victory. However, Abrams, who missed some time with tightness in his thigh, he can still run very well. So on a ground ball, you have to make sure of one. Well, you'd love to have two, but make sure of one at least.
Comes Abrams, who hit a home run in his first at bat today off of Landon Knack, his second career home run to lead off a game against Knack. He did last year too. But he's been 0 for 3 since. Fly to left, grounded to second, grounded to short. DeYoung, the runner at second. He's the tying run. The winning run is Cruz at first. Dodgers up 6-5, 1 out, and Abrams waves and misses at a sweeper. Ball's 1 strike to C.J. Abrams.
That was a big swing, too.
0-1. Trinan checks the runners. Comes to the plate. Ground ball right side. Backhand diving stop for Chūkei. Throws to second. They get the out there. What a play by Chūkei Hernandez. Throws to second with Betts covering. They force out Dylan Cruz. Safe at first is Abram, and advancing to third is DeYoung. But now the Nationals are down to their last out.
I tell you what, that ball was earmarked for a base hit, and the tying run would have scored. And just a terrific play by Chūkei Hernandez, the diving backhanded stop, and then presence of mind to make the good throw to second base. What a play.
Now the tying run is at third with 2 down in the bottom of the 9th. And here is James Wood. Wood without a hit today. He's walked twice, struck out twice. Nationals down to their final out. There goes Abrams for second. They'll let him go. And now the winning run is in scoring position. That's a decision you make. But with Abrams, do you risk throwing down there and anything happening, then the game gets tied? So they let him go. Well, it'll be a stolen base for Abrams. And the pitch swung on, ground ball to second. Chest high hop. Edman throws to first. That's the ball game. And you can exhale. The Dodgers salvage a game here 6-5, with the Nationals threatening with the tying run at third and the winning run at second in the bottom of the 9th. As James Wood grounds out 4-3 to end this ball game. Final numbers on the game this afternoon. For the Dodgers, 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors, and 7 runners left on base. The Nationals, 5 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 6 men left on base. Dodgers go to 10-4. Nationals go to 5-7. Winning pitcher will be Kirby Yates. He'll go to 1-0. Eduardo Salazar drops to 0-1, and Blake Trinan picks up his second save. 2 hours and 45 minutes, the game time, in front of 21,014 here at Nationals Park. So the road trip ends 2-4 for the Dodgers, but they win the final one heading back home and get their 10th win of the season in a nail-biter this afternoon in Washington.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
A showstopper.
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not? The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike.
If you look at this pitching staff, the Dodgers today using 7 different pitchers, in Landon Knack, who had difficulty in that first inning, made 41 pitches, faced 8 batters, and gave up 3 runs in that first. After that, the Dodgers just set down some very serious work out of their bullpen.
So one of those you can breathe easy